Hello, hello. Let's make a video in English. Today is December 2nd, uh, 2012, Sunday. It's already very late. The day is over. And today I went to Tokyo, a place called Shinagawa Station. And my idea was to go to an aquarium, Shinagawa Epsom Aqua something. There is an aquarium close to Shinagawa Station, and in the end, I decided not to get in because I got there very very late, and I thought I had more important things to do than getting inside the aquarium. But the aquarium was very it was cheap, 1,800 yens. So it was cheap. Maybe I should have entered the aquarium, but maybe another day. And they have shows of dolphins, seals, and other animals. I don't know. The aquarium seemed to be very interesting. I don't know, but I decided not to get in the aquarium that day today, and I decided to take a walk around the station, Shinagawa Station, to my disappointment, because the surroundings of the station, it was not very interesting. I should have gone inside the aquarium instead of walking around. And what else? Besides that, after going to Shinagawa Station, I came walking from Shinagawa Station to Shibuya Station, passing through Ebisu, and that was quite a walk. But was interesting. I don't know. And the one thing I noticed that far from stations, you don't see people. It's very weird. Japanese people, they have a tendency to go in groups, always in groups, and they don't walk alone, or they don't go away from the group. So everybody goes exactly to the same place at the same time, and you have this incredible crowd, all at the same place at the same time, and you walk just a few meters away, and you have a desert. You can't nobody. There's nobody. You go to the next street. you find nobody in there. And outside, far from stations, not just Tokyo, but I say possibly every city in Japan, you walk far from stations, and it's a desert. You don't see people walking on the streets. And personally, I like to walk. I like to take long walks, and these days I have not been exercising. I should practice more exercising. And the only thing I'm doing really these days is to walk. I keep walking a lot, and this is a problem. I'd like to find a way to exercise, to practice sports more often, but in order to practice some kind of sport, I have to come back home, change my clothes, and go outside for a jogging, for a running, and then get all sweat, and I have to take a shower after exercising, and I have to change my clothes. And this is very time consuming. I have to be at home to practice sports. I cannot practice sports outside when I'm away from home. In places, for example, I cannot change my clothes, or places, for example, I cannot take a shower. And this is quite a problem. I wish I could practice some kind of sport, some kind of exercise away, far from my apartment. And that's the problem. How can I? Where should I take a shower or change my clothes? But this is quite a problem. I should try to find a way. Maybe because it's cold right now. It's cold outside, so maybe it's possible, I don't know, to practice some kind of sports and not sweat. If you don't sweat, you don't need to change clothes, you don't need to take a bath and take a shower. If some kind of a sport, some kind of exercise, some kind of physical exercise in which you don't sweat, and because it's cold, it may be possible. The only thing I can do now is to walk. I walk a lot. I walk especially, I don't know, weekends, Saturday, Sunday. I go outside and keep walking a lot, several places. But that's because I don't want to stay at home. And this, I don't know, this is very, because I have a tendency, if it comes on weekends, for example, Saturday, Sunday, and usually I have nothing to do, and if I stay at home, I end up sleeping. I can't sleep all day long, and this is absolutely unhealthy. It's bad. It's bad for our health. It's not a good thing. So I always I actually force myself to go outside, to not stay. I try not to stay at home on weekends, Saturday, Sunday. I always go outside because I cannot sleep outside, so I have to stay awake when I'm outside. And I keep walking a lot, because happily I should try to, I don't know, find some kind of activity, some kind of group I could be part of, participate, and anything. I was thinking of it, or maybe create my own group. I don't know. I was thinking of making my own group, maybe a study group of maybe Buddhism, maybe investing, maybe, I don't know, languages. Trying to find, for example, Japanese people who may be interested in learning English or Portuguese, or finding fellow foreigners who are studying, for example, Japanese, and create these kind of study groups to have these groups, have to schedule activities to do on weekends, Saturday, Sunday, because I have this tendency of on weekends, Saturday, Sunday, to sleep late, or even worse, to stay at home the entire day, the whole day, and end up sleeping. If I sleep during the day, I cannot sleep at night, and it's bad for biological clock, and I have to stay awake during the day in order to be able to sleep at night. If I sleep during the day, I will not be able to sleep at night. So it's very bad. I cannot sleep during the day, and the only way for me to not sleep during the day is to get out, stay outside. Never stay at home. And because this is there are many there are some things because there are many things I'd like to do in front of the computer, for example, doing research on the internet and writing. I wish I could write books, for example, and but I get lazy. I get lazy. If I stay at home, I end up just simply sleepy. So I have to force myself to go outside. And a few years ago, I would have a PDA. PDA is a small machine. It looks like a computer. And I used to write texts on this PDA. But a few years ago, I lost this PDA. My bag was stolen, and I lost my PDA. So I have nothing to write. The only thing I have to write is actually paper and pencil. So I keep writing texts on paper and pencil when I go outside. And because I wish that I could take my own computer, but because I have a laptop computer, but it's too big for me to take with me outside. So I end up not. Usually I don't take my computer, and I write on paper and pencil, on paper, and so that's a problem. I don't know. I'm not sure buy a smartphone. I don't have a smartphone. I have a cell phone, but it's an old style flip style cell phone. I'm not sure if these smartphones are really useful. So for a while I'm staying away from these smartphones, especially because they seem too big. I think they're so big. Because I want a cell phone that I can put in my pocket. It needs to be small enough to be put in my pocket. Because if I want to use as a telephone, I want it to be as small as possible. So I'm not sure. I don't like those smartphones. They seem to be too big for me, in my opinion. I don't know. So